Hey, I'm Chloe from Stagebuddy.com and I'm here with Stav, who's the writer and performer in her show The Dreamer and the Acrobat. So, what made you create this show?
Well, about 2 years ago, I was in love, head over heels, and I don't know why, but I decided one day that I want to write a poem about a heartbreak, as if written from the point of view of Tim Burton, because he has these like poem books that he did. And so I sat down and I wrote it, and it ended up being like this heart-wrenching heartbreak poem. And then my guy broke up with me, and I said, "Oh, how appropriate! I already wrote something about it," and it was there, but it kept asking to be developed into something more. The poem was like telling me it's not happy staying a poem, it wanted more, so I worked on it throughout the last 2 years and developed it into a full-on play, and here we are.
Okay, and there's six performers in all in the show?
Yes.
And so what are their characters and what happens in the play?
The play tells the story of an agoraphobic baker who has had some kind of trauma that we only discover throughout the play that has caused her to not leave her shop for the past 5 years. And the play begins with the circus coming into town, and one of the performers in the circus is her best childhood friend, an acrobat who she's been in love with her entire life. And so he comes in, she hasn't seen him in years, the circus is going to move on eventually, and she knows she has to get over her fear and tell him how she feels and leave the shop if she wants a happy ending to her story.
Okay, and so what will the audience get from this show?
In terms of,
you know, what can they experience when they come and see your show?
It's definitely a fairy tale, I'll give you that. Like, it's very magical and mysterious and very beautiful and touching to see. So I definitely think audience coming in would be going into a completely different world, unlike what they would have outside on the New York street. But it's also beyond the idea of magic and fairy tale. It's also talks about very real issues about, you know, fear and phobias and courage and overcoming obstacles. It's something that I really think every person can connect with on a personal level.
Cool, it sounds really interesting. Thank you so much, and I hope it goes really well.
Thank you.
And you can catch Stav's show and 28 others at Frigid New York Festival. All the information is on Stagebuddy.com.